Hello, ladies and gentlemen. World 82 here, your railroad archaeologist. Today, I'm going to be telling you guys a story of when McDonald's tried to take over the railroad. Back in 1989, the world as we knew it was changing. It was, for all intents and purposes, split in two: the capitalist free world led by the USA, and the communist world led by the USSR, the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. These two worlds were separated by a wall, both metaphorically and physically, which was the Berlin Wall to be exact. But in November of 1989, the wall was taken down by a popular uprising in East Germany, which was the Soviet-held part of Germany. At that point, the West knew that it was only a matter of time before the USSR came crumbling down, opening the door to never-before-seen business and economic opportunities. One of the companies that wanted a piece of the action was McDonald's. After all, McDonald's practically took over the world without an army. The quote-unquote McTrain started in 1992 when the Deutsche Bundesban, or German Federal Railway in English, but from now on we'll refer to it as the DB for purposes of this video, agreed to try outsourcing catering on long-distance routes to McDonald's. The German railway allowed McDonald's to refit two of its dining cars for the program, installing deep fryers, coffee machines, soda fountains, and water heaters in a 269 square foot kitchen. It offered seats for 27 people and standing places for 8 people at 4 tables. It debuted in 1993 in the rural Hamburg Berchtesgaden line. They had a breakfast menu and then they had a lunch and dinner menu, so they had 2 menus. It had the typical US menu items like Big Macs, as well as regional favorites like Vienna sausage. However, McDonald's reputation for cheapness made it a hard sell to German customers, especially by wealthier customers who had been used to better food on other routes. Despite the perception of fast food being cheap to produce, it actually proved the opposite for McDonald's and the DB. At 90 kilowatts, it was double the consumption of a standard dining car. Resupplying was done along the route with McDonald's restaurants that were along the route, complicating inventory management. Another obstacle was if one of its 5 kitchen crew members was late to their shift, say, after the train left, they effectively didn't show up to work. Furthermore, their shifts would end up with them being across the country from where they started. So this would require McDonald's to pay for accommodations or for a round trip. The last nail in the coffin for McDonald's was that this was happening during a time where short-haul air travel was more popular than long-distance rail. Inevitably, after 2 years of poor reception, the Deutsche Bundesban, or German Federal Railway, ditched the McTrain in the winter of 1995. What do you guys think about this? This was a crazy story. I never would have thought that McDonald's was that bold or that ambitious, but I mean, it makes sense. At least I give them credit for trying it. Moral of the story is you never know if you succeed at something without trying it. So, all right, guys, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Take care. Remember, I always drop videos on Wednesdays and Sundays. Take care. See you next time.